The wall trick is the most economy-breaking trick in the game, but the devs have still allowed it because it requires skill. So today I'm going to teach you the fastest way to master the wall trick. If you are one of those players that say the wall trick is lame, we all know that's because you're not good at it. The time that we weren't very good at it, we kind of felt like it was lame. So today I'm going to teach you the 6 steps into becoming amazing at the wall trick. And if you follow my example, you will not get frustrated like a lot of players do. So first, let me go over the best weapons to use the wall trick. But at the end, I'm going to teach you my 6 steps, which includes weapons that are not actually on this list. So obviously you can see on the bottom of this list, the saw blade mace, the stop sign, all of those really high damage weapons have a slow attack speed, which makes them the worst weapons for the wall trick. After that, you got the baseball bat, you got the spear, you've got the shovel. These are also really bad weapons. They do have a better attack rate, but they also do a lot less damage. They're just also not really good weapons. Then we get into B weapons. These weapons are decent. You can do them, including your fist, the cleaver, all of those. They have really bad range, and so they're really not that good, especially when fighting a frenzy giant. It's going to be really hard to get the position on them because you don't have the range that you need. Now the A list includes the machete, which I would actually argue is the best weapon for the wall trick, but you do not want to start with the machete because you want to first get good at the wall trick so that you don't ever get hit, and then you can move to the machete. And then the best weapon is the crowbar. It has good range, it has good damage, it is going to be the best weapon for the wall trick, but there is an even better weapon that I'm going to show you in my 6 steps to becoming a master at the wall trick. Okay, so the first thing you need to know when doing the wall trick is knowing which doors you should use. This is my favorite door in the 2nd floor, and if you watch my videos on how to do the 2nd and 3rd and 4th floor, you'll see some other doors that I like, but this is my favorite door on the 2nd floor. So come to this door to start out. So the first step in this, you're going to want to start with a floater bloater because they do a lot less damage than a frenzy giant, but they still have the same attack speed, and it feels like a very similar type movement. But instead of starting with a melee weapon, I'm going to encourage you to either start with the Glock or an Uzi. You could do it with any gun that you want, but the Glock and the Uzi are going to be the cheapest weapons, and they're just as good as using an AR or an AK. So when you do this, you're going to time the motion. It's really easy with the gun because you have lots of range. It's instant. And once you get used to that movement, it's going to make it a lot easier to move to a different weapon. You can see here that I haven't gotten hit this whole time because it's just so easy using a gun. Once you get really good at using a gun, just go ahead and switch to a crowbar, which is the 2nd step to becoming a master at the wall trick. Now, when you first move from the Uzi to the crowbar, you're going to have trouble hitting him because you might start swinging, but then not actually finish. But once you get used to it, it gets really easy. Then after you have gotten so good at the crowbar that you never miss, go ahead and switch to the machete. At this time, you can skip this step to move to the 4th and 5th step if you're feeling up to starting to fight frenzy giants, but this is the official 3rd step of my strategy of mastering the wall trick. The machete is going to be harder than the crowbar, but once you get good at it, you're able to do it without getting hit. The 4th step of mastering the wall trick involves moving to the frenzy giant. The frenzy giant will one-shot you if you are not wearing armor, so you really need to make sure you know what you are doing. In this 4th step, you are going to be using the Uzi because it's going to give you the range. Obviously, you can see here that I'm naked. I'm doing that just to keep viewer engagement. This is actually really dumb because if the frenzy giant hits you when you're naked, you're going to die. So as you can see, the Uzi makes it really easy to do it with the frenzy giant. If he hits me, I die, but I have the confidence that he's never going to hit me because I'm using the Uzi. However, even when you're a master at the wall trick, you will still sometimes get hit when using the crowbar, and especially when using the machete, so I definitely recommend switching to tactical gear to make sure that you don't die while you're trying to master the trick. Now, one note about the crowbar is that the frenzy giant has more range than you, so you might have to run around the circle to get him to reset and be close enough to the wall like this. Once he's close enough to the wall, then you can start doing the trick. If you ever lose cadence just a little bit, go ahead and pause for a little bit and wait to look at his cadence again so that you get back in rhythm with him. You want to start moving right as he starts swinging to account for your player reaction time. Now this is where I really struggle to talk and do it, but I'm doing all right. The crowbar definitely makes it easier because you can move, attack, and move back all in one cadence of the guy's movement. Also, it's important to note that you can still attack him somewhat through the wall. So you don't have to go all the way to the doorway to miss him. Now, when you're bringing a Frenzy Giant from this direction, it is important to bring him up into this room before getting situated. Otherwise, he will not follow you correctly in the door frame. The machete is the hardest, so make sure you're wearing some armor. But he's pretty slow, so if you time it right, it's pretty easy to get him. But this is just the second floor, so let me show you real quick the best doors to use in the other 2 floors. So here we're looking at some footage on my tutorial on doing the 3rd floor. This door right here is my favorite door for doing the wall trick. It's very roomy, it's very easy to get the Frenzy Giants to position exactly where you want them. So this is definitely my favorite door, and if you watch that tutorial, you can see that you can avoid all the Frenzy Giants and then until you get access to this door. And then here we're looking at footage from my 4th floor tutorial, where this door at the end of the 2nd room of the 4th floor is the best door, or at least my favorite door for doing the wall trick. Lastly, you will have noticed that I did not have any mods on my weapons. This is not because mods are not good. I purposely removed my mods for those of you who are new to the game so that you can see that this is easy to do even if you don't have any mods for your weapons. I want to give a huge shout out to research team member Sklint, who helped me make this video, including making this diagram you guys see. This is my first video using this new format, which is a lot easier to make than the way I normally make videos, so please let me know in your comments if you like this style of making tutorial videos. Lastly, this video was sponsored by Red Magic. I play on a Red Magic 3S, which I love, and I could not recommend it more to you guys. It has amazing specs, awesome gaming triggers, and so much more. If you want to know more about this phone, make sure to check out my non-sponsored video about this phone called How to Get More Buttons. I also put information in the description and pinned comment of this video. Well, that's it guys, hope that helps. This video was not edited by me, but rather by one of my subscribers. If you think you can edit videos at this quality or higher and want to join the team, please make sure to message me on Discord. If you are new to the channel, I post a high quality video every Friday, so be sure to subscribe and hit the bell so that you don't miss that. Alright guys, I'll see you next time.